Hello, I want to talk to you about three things this week. The first one is finance. You've probably seen in the national media the difficulties that the NHS is in as a whole, increasing overspend across the whole of the NHS. Now, in order to try and manage that, the government have asked all NHS trusts, all hospitals, mental health trusts across the country to either reduce the amount of overspending that they've got or increase the amount of savings that they're making. So the impact for us is we've been asked to make another £1 million savings this year. Really stretching, difficult target for us, but we have to submit plans. We've got to submit plans back to the TDA by the middle of August. So I've been working with senior clinicians and managers to look at plans of how we can reduce spend this year and try and save some. As I say, it's going to be really hard and challenging. We need to look in every area where we can. I'd welcome any suggestions from you. If you have ideas about how we can reduce spending, save money, please let me know. All suggestions are welcome, no matter how trivial you think they may seem. I also want to talk to you about our application to become a foundation trust. In my last message I talked to you about the positive progress that's been made, and we still continue to make real progress on this. The TDA have now referred us through to Monitor. Monitor are the independent regulator of foundation trusts in the NHS, and that's a significant milestone. Many trusts have not been referred through to Monitor yet, so we should be really proud of the things that we've done to get there. So our progress to being foundation trust is more complex than a lot of other organisations, just because of the sheer scale of the development that we've got to do both here at Springfield and at Tolworth. And as a consequence, we've had to outline business case and developing a full business case that the TDA, the Department of Health, have to approve for the redevelopment of Springfield and the building of the two new hospitals. So because our application is more complex and we've had to get the business cases developed and approved, the CQC are now saying that they want to reassess all hospitals that have not had a formal rating in the last year. And of course we were one of the first trusts to be assessed under the new CQC arrangement. So unfortunately we're going to have another full inspection before Monitor can license us to be a foundation trust. Now I expect that this inspection will take place next year in about April, May time. And it will be a full inspection, probably bigger than the one that we had last time. Now we need to prepare for this. We need to start preparing now so that we can show the good quality services that we've got, and we can identify the areas that we know need to improve and do some of those things now. So if you remember the work that we did last time, lots of peer inspections, lots of shared learning about how services can improve, we will resurrect that, we will do more of that. And you'll be getting more information about how that will take place over the next few weeks. One of the other areas of difficulty that we're having at the moment is the ongoing pressure on beds and the demand for beds across the trust. Now, I've spoken about this before and we thought that the pressure would subside, but we continue to get acute pressures on beds. You may have seen us on TV last week. ITV were doing a series about the growing demand for mental health services across the country, and they did some filming with us. So I know it's a daily pressure. It's a daily pressure for many people of trying to find beds, and of course staff on wards of coping with this increased demand, and I understand how hard you're working on that. We're continuing to look every day around how we can free beds up, how we get more money from the CCGs to invest in home treatment teams. Another concern that I have is, due to the pressure of beds, is people being admitted to wards that they wouldn't normally be admitted to. And now our exec team, every week, we are looking at the number of admissions of adults onto other wards across the trust and looking at how we can mitigate against this and how we can reduce this happening. So I'd just like to say thank you to all of you that are working really hard to cope with this pressure. And I'm hoping that we'll have some positive news in the next couple of weeks about additional resources that we can get from CCGs to increase the amount of people working in home treatment teams. So I've been filming this message today in the fantastic share gardens that are here at Springfield, and I recommend any of you that have got a bit of time at lunchtime or one of your breaks, come down and have a look at it. Fantastic space. It's a charity, a local charity that works with people with learning disability to develop gardens such as this, and it is really a great example of what can be done. So I'd come down and have a look.